Hello friends, it's Armstrong here from Other Miniatures, and today I'm going to be converting this. It's a piece of crap plastic truck, but when it comes to Gaslands, it's I think in the right scale, roughly. It's roughly a 64 scale. And I was just sitting yesterday and I have idea what to do with it. Yeah, don't worry about this, but I have weird beard and my hair looks like some madman just hit me with electric things. Yeah, I just have a very sleepy day and I cannot wake up, so I need to dunk my face into the water before starting recording. Yeah, but I have a good idea for this truck, maybe some rule changes for the game. Yeah, but let's just get on the table, start building it and have some fun with it. Yeah, so let's just get there and start building. So as you can see, I don't have too much prepared for this build, as it's supposed to be quite easy. And what I want to do first is get rid of the wheels, and I'm just wondering if they're gonna cooperate with me. Yeah, maybe I can disassemble that. Yeah, not a big chance of that all cooperating. Come on, yes, one. Now let's try this one. This one might be a bit more stubborn because it is with the mechanism, but maybe I can remove the entire mechanism. Come on. Yes. Alright, so the second pair of wheels removed. And now a third one. And of course I'm removing them because I want to attach some better looking ones. Oh, come on. Be on my side today. There we go. Okay, that wasn't that hard. And from the back I'm gonna remove those pistons, as they gonna be otherwise just simply cut. And maybe I'm gonna be able to use them in some future build. So yeah, saving pieces that I probably never will use, but still. Alright. So back to this piece of crap, plastic. Yeah, we have it. Oh yeah, assembled. I'm gonna leave those pistons as they give the details to the truck. So what I'm gonna do on the back, I'm gonna use some tracks for it. Yeah, and I'm gonna probably cut this part because it is pretty much touching the ground and I don't want it. So yeah, I'm gonna remove this. It ain't gonna look pretty with it. So there is my little saw. You haven't probably seen this one in a while because I've been doing all of the little easy builds instead of more complex ones which require cutting. Although with this plastic I don't really think that I need a saw. I could probably just use like clippers and save myself a lot of mess. After this cut I'm gonna be able to remove this and this. Yeah, it's a kind of big disassembly first, and then just adding stuff. I could probably do that using a just sharp knife, but I can see straight away that this is gonna be dismantled, yeah, and removed. And but like there is always a risk with the X-Acto knife. Yeah, I always say that I have quite good blade control, but one of those days I was actually, like I said, I was building a Space Marine. Yeah, out of all of the things, and then no, not Space Marine, a Goliath. Actually, this specific one here. And what I was doing, I was working on this shoulder pad. It is a knee pad from a Tau battlesuit, and I just wanted to remove some pieces. And I was like, if I'm gonna do it this way, I'm gonna cut into my finger. Yeah, And you know, like, even though I knew that I'm gonna do exactly that, I still continue and I cut into my fingers. So even with great blade control, you can still screw up and hurt yourself. So yeah. All right, let's get back to putting this together. It is gonna have less and less structural integrity. Yeah, while I'm going with that. Yeah, but we have this, and now when I put the trucks in here, you know, roughly at that height, it's gonna start looking a little bit better. If those trucks was a little bit bigger, that would be a bonus, but I didn't want to print an extra ones. And I have those wheels which barely fit into this wheel wells, but they do fit. And now the other part. I want to cut this roughly at this angle. Yeah, so that's the second thing why I need the saw for. And in a few minutes you're gonna see why do I need to cut it like that. Yeah, but I'm just gonna take a break, just cut it all off, and I'll be right back with you. Alright, so what I expected happened, you know, the back part of the truck kind of disassembled itself as I cut off the place where the pull was actually holding it together. Pull. But that's not the problem, in my opinion. There's gonna be enough super glue used in here to fix it up. Yeah, so what do I want to do with this truck? Like I said, front wheels, big chained ones. Yeah, this is gonna be straight away looking better, in my opinion. Just need to check if this super glue is still usable. Oh, come on! Sorry, my headphones. I just use the simple ones to have them quickly on hand. Because whenever I buy a new ones, you know, of the more fancy variety, I always destroy them in very short time. You know, 3-4 months and they are gone. When I buy those crappy ones, which are extremely cheap, they last me for much longer, for some reason. Yeah, simply I cannot have nice stuff. Oh, come on. Just my nature, I guess. Yeah, so let's just throw some super glue in here. Yeah, and then slide the wheel in. There we go, one of the front wheels. Then the second one. And just slide it in. There we go. And you just need to find a nice right rotation for it on this belt. And now for this, I'm gonna glue it along this line here. Hopefully this is gonna help to give it some more stability. Oh yeah, and as well, you know, in here I can easily add a line of super glue. This should sip in. And now the back tracks. There's not going to be much of a connection. Yeah, it's going to be like this, roughly. But still, should be just okay. Let's try it. Yeah, the half track idea doesn't look as great as I was expecting it to look. Yeah, but still kind of decent. And why did I cut this under the angle? Yeah, well, I just thought, why not make a ramp car? Yeah, so I need to cut it roughly. I just have a red marker over here. Yes, there it is. There we go. This is gonna go like that. And I wanted to go just over the cabin So I want it in here. Yeah. So this is actually a scrap piece of one of my old shelves. I did have a painting shelf made out of this. Then I decided to scrap it completely and just disassemble it a couple of days ago. And you know, now I'm finding new uses for it. Those pieces probably gonna be incorporated in quite few of my 40K builds. All right, and snap. Yeah, cutting plastic card for this stuff is extremely easy. And now I just want to do a little bit of trimming of this. Come on. Yeah, basically I just want to have a better connection in here. So this poor plastic toy have to go through hell. Yeah, but you know me. So what was my idea for this build, you know, when it comes to rules? I was thinking that, you know, you count this surface, this, you know, plastic card bit as a regular road. So if, for example, you choose to activate this one first and you have already someone who went on this ramp, this one can move and then the other one can actually, you know, make a jump out of the ramp afterwards. Yeah, definitely if I find someone to game with me, I will try that as a rule and see, you know, how much of a fun it's gonna be. All right, come on. I probably need baking soda for this. It doesn't seem like something that's gonna be holding just on a pure super glue. So give me a few seconds, I'm gonna just, you know, do baking soda stuff and be right back. And there we go. From the top, it doesn't look too impressive. Yeah, but from the bottom, we can grab, let's say, our purple car, and you know, it's a perfect little ramp. Of course, if you have cars which have spinning wheels, it ain't gonna stay in here. So this one is only good for a, what would you call it? For the, you know, just stock wheels cars. But, you know, in most cases that's not a problem. All right, let's get some thinner plastic card, much thinner. Yeah, so this one, come on, and finish this ramp because it looks way too clean. Yep, so this. And let's just start cutting it into pieces. Yeah. Basically, I don't want to have too many of the same pieces on this ramp. So let's get started, you know, just decorating it with smaller pieces of plastic card, which is gonna make it look more like a scrap that they just built it out of. Yeah, we all know that I prefer this, you know, more scrappy look on those plates. And overlapping them as well gives a nice effect. So I'm always happy with that. I'm probably gonna need more plastic glue soon. I feel like I'm running low on it. And that's obvious, I'm using so much of it and haven't resupplied in months now. Yeah, even my favorite Mr. Cement is running low. So yeah. So this week I'm planning to come back, well, maybe on the weekend, you know, come back to the Mortal Engine project. Yeah, I have some ideas for it, which I hadn't had before, so next part of it may happen, yeah, for those who are interested in it. Oh, come on. There we go. Now, let's just put this one like that. I really need to buy this, what do you call it, plast weld or whatever it's called, basically a plastic weld which is sold in a bigger bottles. Oh, this brush gonna be a lifesaver. Yeah, but my goodness, postage and packaging is ridiculous. The glue costs like, you know, between 10 and 15 euro, but then P&P is like 30, 40 euro on them, and I'm like, who the heck even figure this out? But something like that need this kind of postage and packaging fees. Yeah. But you know, everyone knows people are trying to make money wherever, however they can. And they're gonna rip off anyone they can as well in the process. Yeah. All right. It's starting looking scrappy like I wanted it to, which I'm happy about. Yeah, for some reason the Mr. Cement brush is going deeper. Well, it's a bit longer, so it's going deeper, but as well is bigger. So it's taking more glue, which is much more comfortable to work with. Oh yeah, you probably do not see what I'm doing in here, and you know, with white on white is not a great... It doesn't show very well. That's why I used to use the black tinted Mr. Cement glue, because it really shows on the video. I think it is one of the best plastic glues to actually use when you make any kind of video log on building with the plastic art, as the viewers can see what's happening. Yeah, this completely clear glues are not that great for that purpose. Yeah, otherwise they are good enough, but not great for making videos. As like I said, audience cannot really see what's happening on the screen. You must have a very good screen, and you know, I don't have great camera, as this is recorded using a mobile phone, so my camera do not show all of the details either. But that's gonna change. First PC, then camera, then new lighting, and finally new studio. Okay, so I have this done. Yeah, it's a nice looking long ramp. How you can see, there is a lot of glue added, so this is gonna be holding. But I didn't want to leave this one completely defenseless, you know. Like, I understand that it is just a platform car, yeah, but why would I skip weapon packs? So I found this rockets, yeah, rocket launchers, and I want to add them to it. Yeah, but I want to add 4 of them. So I would add 2 of them in behind the cabin, just sticking out, and then the other 2 basically somewhere in the back, Yeah, and hopefully it is gonna look more menacing at that point, because without any weapons it kind of looks just like a roadworks vehicle. So one rocket pack in here, yeah, and the other one on the other side. Just like that. Can I actually fit one? Nah. I'm gonna just put them in here. No, that's stupid. So you see, my problem is if I put them just in here, they're gonna be shooting forward, which is good. But I was thinking, you know, I was putting them maybe like that. That's gonna be, you know, I just want to cover this gap as well, you know, just not to show it out so much. So yeah, that might be the option to go. So let's just try like this. So one, and the other. Oh, it's barely holding, which is not a good sign. Let's just add a drop of super glue in between those two, and in between those two. Okay, and let me just think, because I was thinking about adding a ram on the front. Yeah, so give me a few seconds, I'm gonna prepare what I need to build that ram. So here we are. So what I needed for this is 2 pipes, then 4 pipes cut under the angle, and about 7 smaller ones. Yeah. So the idea is very simple. We have a pipe, put some plastic glue on it, and glue this one under the angle. Yeah, hopefully it's gonna catch, because you know, otherwise I'm gonna have to use the super glue and it's gonna be messy. So one, then the other. If I cut a little bit less steep angle, it would be much easier to actually glue together. Yeah, but I have one prepared, the other one, and of course, you know, with everything that I done, it wasn't done according to any measurements. So everything is just eyeballed. Because I think that if ever did any proper measurements in any of my builds, yeah, the nanites would probably eat my other sock or something. So yeah. Come on. Actually, just in case, I'm gonna add super glue, because I don't trust this connection. It's just 1, 2, 3. And where's my baking soda? Oh, come on, I had it here like a second ago. Yeah, I was fixing everything with it, so I need to have it here. Okay, so this is somewhat done, and now I need to glue this on top of it. Yeah, so it's gonna look pretty. So 1, 2, and 3. Put it on. then just a little bit more glue in here, here and here, and back to fixing all of my mistakes with baking soda, because you know, baking soda is life. So one dot in here, one dot in here, one dot in here, and one dot in here, and then hope for the best, expect the worst, like always. So 1, 2, 3, and of course I must have lost it, because why not? 3 and 4. And we know that this connection is going to be probably the worst connection in the world, as like I said, it was eyeballed. Yeah, but let's just add a very tiny amount of super glue on the end of those prongs and hope, you know, against all hope, it's actually gonna work when we attach it to the front of the truck. It's not like it should be holding. Especially that each one of them is of a different length. Yeah, but I'm gonna just, you know, put this all together and be right back. There we have a huge ram on the front of this truck, and let's just repeat that again to everyone. Baking soda is life. Yeah, we cannot live with it, we cannot do anything without it. Well, we cannot live without it, we cannot do anything without it. Yeah, without baking soda, half of my projects would never happen, because something would just fall off straight away. So yes, even though it isn't a perfect solution, it is usually a right solution to my problems when it comes to my builds, at least, because my other problems, like my second hard drive burning this week, which have on it 10 raw videos, is a completely other problem. Yeah, like, yeah, I got very lucky. My PC started throwing me messages. Please back up all of your data, as your hard drive is about to burn. And of course, you know, I did try, but the hard drive was already dead. So my PC was throwing me the message a teensy bit too late. So yeah, happy times, happy thoughts. Yeah. I'm still gonna be working on that potato, because I really have no other option until I buy a new one. So just patience, you know. I said to myself, whatever happens, happens. If I have to buy an extra hard drive, you know, just to have my videos done on it, I don't see a problem with that. Yeah, I would be much more upset if my graphics card died again. That would be probably extremely upsetting to me. But yeah, this build is done for now. Now what I have to do is to black bomb this monstrosity. Yeah, you can see super glue wisps. This didn't happen in a long time. So I have to black bomb it, and I'll be right back with you. So now that it is dry, and I already tried dry brushing, but my brush was way too wet first time around. Yeah, I can try it again. Yeah, I washed this brush because, you know, I was painting black with it, and then it was too wet, but now it's just perfect. Yeah, I needed to use a dryer on the brush. This is ridiculous. Yeah, but you know, quick dry brush with this giant thing always brings things out. It's probably the quickest paint job ever. we go, closer and closer to the finish line. Yep. So how you can see, the pipes did really turn out very well as a front ram of this vehicle. I have some problems pushing the brush underneath, so I don't gonna see the white if this car flips. Yeah, of course I'm gonna probably need to put some black inside just to have it nice and cover. But there we go. That's a simple metallic paint job. Now I need to figure out how to make stripes on this. So I need some seller tape. Be right back. Okay, my search turned out to be folly. I couldn't find the masking tape, so let's just go with what I always do, yeah, and just kind of eyeball everything. And it's actually, in my opinion, fitting Gaslands much better, as those stripes would be probably painted with a spray paint, yeah, so it wouldn't be great and it wouldn't be even or anything like that. So you know, anything to explain why I have to do it by hand. Yeah, like I said, that ain't gonna be pretty, but at least we have hazard stripes, which at the end of the day I never actually used in any builds, so something new. There we go. It's not very pretty, but it's going as it should be. Sorry, I'm focusing a little bit too much. Because of that, I don't have much to say. You all probably know by now that whenever I'm concentrating, I don't talk too much. All right, probably last two stripes. To be honest, for a complete freehand, it isn't bad. I was expecting much worse effects, so I won't be complaining about this. Now, where are my weathering paints? There they are. I'm gonna be using the usual elf flesh and some other brown color. Just mix them together and hope for the best, expect the worst, like always. Yeah, it's not a new recipe here, but you know, like, I'm actually quite delighted with how this truck is turning up so far. Yeah, and you know, like I said, last few weeks I was in quite a slump trying to get back into building stuff and painting, so definitely good things are happening in here. Yeah, so more mud on the truck, some in here. Some in here. I don't even know how much to build on this, as it is a bigger car than I'm used to. It's kind of hard to judge how much to apply. Of course, some in here, some in here, and now to screw up the stripes. Okay, and where is my orange? Or pure red. This is the, what do you call it? I forgot the word. The contrast red. And I'm not actually putting this as a rust in here, I'm putting this as a blood stain. So, you know, maybe someone dragged some corpses under the cars on the ramp. That's the idea. And of course red for the rocket tips. Yeah, so let's just do a quick pickup here, and I don't have to be too careful. If anything goes over, you know, that could be as well blood splatters. And orange, of course, would be useful to do some rust, but like always I lost it somewhere. But I have red and yellow, so let's do my own orange. Yellow, and now contrast red. Let's hope that this ain't gonna turn out to be purple. Okay, not yellow enough. Okay, I think that I screwed up. Okay. One of those days, everything is just going up the hill. I can probably live with this kind of rust. So just a little bit in here, here, definitely some patches in here, something up here, around the welts, and of course, like always, I'm very precise with application of this stuff. Yeah, and that's it. Yeah, so I have way too much of a paint left, but this happens. Let's just wash it off. And now I still have some of my weathering pigment, so I'm happy about that, because, you know, I'm gonna use it up in here probably. Come on. So the trucks, I want some mud on that. The trucks, you know, over this, just to add some extra. Yep, that's, I think, is okay. And now one side, of course, the trucks, gonna need some dusting, the wheels, some on the front. Oh, this paint really dries up quickly today, doesn't catch up as much as usually. And now the other side, exactly the same story, just a bit here and there. As I don't have too much left, I'm gonna need to buy new pastels. Thanks God, on Tuesday I'm actually going to town, so I'm gonna be able to get some, hopefully. All right, and that's it, that's done. Wow, okay, I'm happy I finished this one before going to bed tonight. Yeah, so I'm gonna let it dry for a few seconds and then I'm gonna throw it on the spin table and we'll go there. And here it is done. Yeah, my ramp track with quadruple rocket launchers. It has some caution stripes, yeah, some dirt on it, and I'm actually quite happy with it. It's one of the bigger models than I built. Of course, it's nothing comparing to the size of the Mortal engine, which still have to be finished. So, I'm happy that this one is actually finished, not just, something that I started and left in the middle of the project. As you can see, some of the rockets actually are able to be popped out of the rocket launchers, which actually give it a little bit extra of the depth, showing that, this is, as they did actually spend some munition. And of course the paint is still wet because I didn't wait for long enough, but yeah, that's it. But yeah, this is it for today. So if you like this video, please rate, comment, subscribe and share with your friends, family and whoever wants to watch it. And yeah, have a lovely day. Take care. Bye.